Nisoing ba sakan tingon sangsatay Meghalaya News 24 channel ramchak soa. Anga askino mara karoyan dalni koborang. November ni skutari ko BJP dol tura polo orki to thombi monge chanchirmani ko dakang ha. Ua thombi monga ni Garo Hills region ni NPP aro Congress dalgaparang wamang ni sakrachasni manderang baksa budpar salo BJP yo napaha. Ua mangara tikrikila na guaparani NPP sitting MDC Dormonat Sangma, NPP CNRD Block Chairman Ampatini Drozil Sangma, Mendipata Pulin Hato ni NPP Dilgaba Aro INC Block Secretary Dular Sarkar Onga. Dilgabarang Aro Party na Chakaba Manderang ko BJP National Vice President Meghalaya in charge M. Chuba Au, National Secrets Rituraj Singha, Aro Adok President Ernest Mauri, Gupan Party ni Dilgabarang Baksa Mandera be Ramchak Swaha. West Khasi Hills Rambrai ni Rambrai Community and Rural Development Block ko Meghalaya ni Chief Minister Conrad Kesangma, MLA Kimfa Sydney Marbanyang, Aro MDC Bajop Pingrop ni Dongpa Anyo Oprake Onangaha. Rambrai CNRD Block ko Nongsoin CNRD Block West Khasi Hills oniko raha. Ua block ni area chabonga sochet 3.2 ni chat square kilometer de onggen. Uano dam rchasa sku songrang donga aro uano mande sak hajar kola chidok rchasa sotbichet ni gita donggen. Rambrai West Khasi Hills District Headquarter ni kilometer kolgrukmang ni gita chela aro uabia po Khasi aro Garo jat rang bangbata. Chief Minister Conrad Sangmani aganangkwani gita de Nongsoin Rambrai Kirshai Ramakobar Rkingha aro ua banggija somairang ni jaman masot kenok. Ua jolo Rama jalangrang namjani asel manderang na bangbata salang oning nekaniko rabaronga. Endake ongingon ua Rama ko adok sokari tangka gong kror chagani kola chisachi tharinga ne koborna parakanga ha. Meghalaya Sorkari Pre-Matric aro Post-Matric Scholarship tangka gong kror rchasa sotoksku lak sotsni gani hajal sotsku sa rchadok sotsni chat ko hajagani kolgriksauni hajagani kolgrikni bilsina adokni sak hajal sotoksa rchasa chidok student rangna watataha ne Education Minister Lakman Rimboy koborna parakangha.
The government of Meghalaya have released 169 crores 72 lakh 91,678 scholarship to the 61,116 students for the year 2021-22. So it will go to the individual account through PFMS. See, this is a 90-10 funding. So when we get from the government of India, we will process in the state so that the matching 10% share could be given and then released subsequently to the education department so that it can release to the student. We are not expecting delay, but the thing is that we are moving in the direction that whatever incentive or whatever right of the student, we should be able to keep in time. Thank you.
Meghalaya Sorkari adogo getal district rangko sungna porika rai ni chengkringa. Maina ia kam ko kaani dala jaku deani unga, ene Chief Minister Conrad Sangma akanangha. District getal sungani bidungo janapani getade, Dadengre Civil Subdivision ba district ona radona akaningha, aru uasan ongai gija, Sora koba district tharina dabiani rang dunga ene koborna akanangha.
As I said, I'll inform as it happens. So we are examining all the areas. But as I said, these are obviously very, very big decisions to make. And we have to see all aspects and examine all areas. We are not undermining the demands made by the citizens. Obviously, whatever the citizens demand is something that's important for us to take note of and to examine those. But as a government, obviously, we have to take all factors into mind while taking a decision. And hence, for districts also, we will, only after examining everything in a proper way, will we decide. So as of now, we are still examining those points.
Meghalaya TMC ni aganani getade Meghalaya ni South Garo Hills ajao education sector ro bangbangba biaprang dunga. Endake onggen chmoba adokni bisarang apsan rekaba education ko manna nanggen chmoba MDA Sorkari de bukpalsa kham khas khainga. MDA Sorkari education sector ni khamrang ko bringbrang atenga Maina South Garo Hills ni LP section school rango ger chasa sotponga vacancy rang dunga aro ge kolgrik school rang de bilsi gni githamna skigaba gri dunginga. Garo Hills o gebri school rang skigaba gri ongan bilsi githam bri onga ha aro ge githam gaba school de songsakni nungo dunga barangan onga. Opposition in Dilgaba Dr. Mukul Sangma aro Chief Whip George P. Lingdo yani bidungo MDA Sorkari na kurang ona nirang ko ba dakaha ane koborna akanangha.
While all the children in the state should have equal access to education, the Meghalaya Democratic Alliance government is ensuring quite the opposite. Meghalaya Democratic Alliance government is drastically failing in the education sector. with 150 vacancies available in the lower primary section in South Garo Hills. At least 20 schools have been without teachers for the past 2-3 years. In Garo Hills, 4 schools have been teacherless for 3 to 4 years. 3 of the schools belong to Songsa. Is it a ploy by the National People's Party-led Meghalaya Democratic Alliance government to deliberately stop the education sector from growing in specific constituencies? Our leader of opposition, Dr. Mukul Sangha, and opposition chief whip, Mr. George B. Lingo, have actively raised their voices against the injustice meted out by the MD government on teachers. It is shameful that despite repeated failures, the Chief Minister put up only a meek defense, avoiding any accountability and saying education is not an easy sector. Meghalaya Trinamool Congress demands the Meghalaya Democratic Alliance government to answer why they are carrying out the well-plotted siege in the education system and desisting from hiring teachers. They consider a well-educated future generation a threat to their power position.
Chief Minister Conrad Sangma Meghalaya Medical Service na dengthang recruitment board ko tharina agananga. Jekon Meghalaya Medical Services Recruitment Board ene mungskaganok maina niat kenchemode specialist rang na ger chasa sosnidok vacancy rang aro doctor na ger chagatham sotoktok vacancy rang donga ene koborna parakanga ha.
That was taken was to create a separate recruitment board for medical services, which will be named the Meghalaya Medical Services Recruitment Board. This is being done because there is a huge backlog of vacancies in terms of 176 vacancies for specialists and 366 vacancies for doctors. And this has been a problem because the MPSC has not been able to conduct interviews and the necessary procedures since 2017. Of course, COVID was there in between, but in spite of that also, because of other recruitments in different departments, the MPSC was not able to conduct the necessary recruitment processes and the interviews in order to regularize and to ensure that the procedure for interviews and selection is taken place for these over 500 posts for doctors that is there. So they are working, but some of them in 3F, some of them as casual basis. Hence, the process of recruiting them has to be done in a fast manner so that proper services can be given to the people, and hence this Meghalaya Medical Recruitment Services Recruitment Board has been created. Decision has been taken today.
Adok Sorkari Meghalaya Education Commission ko November sku thari ko thariang ha wanda ke wano sakpri member rang aro chairman saksa Meghalaya Sorkari na school college rang ni bidingo dormaha institutional structure aro chuguma kam ka ni bidingo agan ku pathiani ko daken ene koborna parakang ha.
The Meghalaya State Education Commission has been approved. So we have constituted the Meghalaya State Education Commission today. It will be a 4-member committee with 1 chairperson and 2 advisors and 1 secretary. And basically the mandate is basically to advise the government of Meghalaya on matters relating to schools and colleges in the terms of their systems that are run there, their institutional structures, their salary structures, the overall schools and college management functioning and accountability, and to produce a concrete solution and strategic recommendation for ushering in reforms in the education system for the perspective of NEP and 2020 and also the state education policy and fulfilling its various principles and articulations. This will also include management of aided schools, institutions, their performance concerning general functioning, activities, operation and accountability of the SMCs and the GBs, consolidation of the different categories of aided schools, colleges and systems for granting and upgrading aided status of colleges and schools, establishment of effective mechanism to ensure pay parity with regards to salaries of teachers under different aided categories with respect to government teachers, the way forward for issues pertaining to teachers under SSA, rationalization of schools, especially with regards to unviable schools, surplus schools, low enrollment schools, zero enrollment schools, single digit enrollment schools, and single teacher schools. Problems relating to availability of language teachers, especially in border areas. Apart from that, there are many other points that are there, which are there mandated in this commission, and it will take a long time to.
Adoko electoral outreach program ko richasa percent ni kita enrollment aro vote rang ko matna kita ongata ha. Ia program ko ongate songrang ko niaton kolgroup punga percent de electoral gap tonga. Ia program ko Mission Unite 2.0 by UNI towards enrollment, Role to Poll Urban Apathy Electoral Outreach Program mga. Chief Electoral Officer FR Karkongornia kanani kita de polling station rango registration gap kolgroup punga percent ni kita dong gaparang ko nisan donani onga maina yan state average na kragi jagaba gadango onga ne koborna parakang ha.
As we all know that our state is going into the polls, and we are one of the poll going states. So right now our main objective is to ensure that we try for maximum enrollment. So we have done an assessment, and we have seen that whereas the enrollment is quite healthy in the rural areas, however in the certain pockets of the urban areas there are certain gaps. So while doing that assessment, we thought that we will launch a kind of an enrollment drive to ensure that these pockets where the enrollment gap is more than 20%, where the gap is more than 20%, we will have a special campaign which is called Mission Unite, Role to Poll. So Mission Unite 2.0 is basically a mission to Unite stands for UNI towards enrollment. So we've had first round with the Rambashnongs headmen of all these localities, which span these urban constituencies of Shillong, and we've already almost finished the first round of the sensitization and the and the discussions with the headmen. In fact, we got a lot of feedback also from them because we didn't go for large public gatherings, but we went for very structured and very focused kind of meetings.
Dalni kuborang de yarang san ya kuborang ni gaman nambate machina skode Meghalaya News 24.com ni ga porena mangen sakantikon niswani na matela.